You're in Albany. You were supposed to be in Albany.
I changed my mind.
It isn't the way it looks.
I don't want explanations.
He was forcing me. I wasn't ever going to come back here after today.
Well, now you won't have to deprive yourself.
Dee, it's just as well.
You're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's out in the open now. We can deal with it honestly like adult human beings.
Honestly, you, Roger, that's pretty funny.
Frank, Delia and I love...
Shut up.
Go home. We'll go home. We'll talk about it at home.
As of now, Delia, you don't have a home. I hope for your sake you find one.
Frank, please. Please. Don't go. I mean, I know why you're mad at me. I understand that.
No, no, you're wrong. I'm not mad. I don't feel anything. I just don't want to see you. Not ever.
Oh, Frank, please.
The hell I've had it, Dee. I'm through. All that wailing about wanting to save our marriage. And I believed you. I tried. I gave up Jill, and I tried. And every step of the way, you lied to me. No more, Delia. It's over. Don't come home.
Frank, please, Frank.
Their love is a secret.
There is never going to be a right time to tell Cole.
But when his wife finds out,
They're not shoving me out of my marriage. EJ's asking Nicole for a divorce.
leaving won't be easy.
You son of a bitch!
Watch Days of Our Lives weeknights at 6 and 11 on SoapNet.
This week on All New Views, we've got sexy gal Terry Hatcher co-hosting with us, plus Susan Lucci, then Ellen Pompeo with some good dish on Grey's Anatomy, and Cher's son Chaz Bono bravely shares all. This week on All New Views on ABC.
I confess, I'm not perfect. I can't sew, knit, or crochet. My hairdresser knows things about me I don't even tell my best friend. Sometimes I buy flowers for myself. I admit I might have flaws, but this isn't one of them. Your moment, your Dove. Also available in large bar and singles.
When you use Cottonelle Fresh Flushable Moist Wipes every day, you get so hooked on feeling fresh, you'll want to pass it on to a friend. Visit getfreshwithafriend.com. Tell a friend about Fresh, and you'll both get a Cottonelle Fresh reward. So Fresh is always at your fingertips. So go on, get fresh with a friend.
What if one little pop could open a world of wonder? So sensory, so satisfying. The discovery never seems to stop. It's the magic Friskies makes happen every day in so many ways. Friskies feed the senses.
You drink a soda, something cold, and ouch, sensitivity is generally caused because dentin is exposed. It's got all of these little holes in it, and that's where nerve fibers lie. When cold hits it, an ice cube or something like that, you jump through the roof because your nerve is reacting to it. I always like the simplest thing first, Sensodyne toothpaste. Sensodyne goes into those little holes. It's working on the inside of the tooth. It actually starts to soothe the nerve and forms a barrier. So it's not so reactive. It's real simple, it's real easy, it hits all the check marks in my boxes.
Delia, will you listen to me, please? Honey, it's going to be all right. It's the best thing that could have happened, and you realize that once you calm down.
I can't calm down. I mean, my whole marriage is at stake. Everything is just going down the drain, my whole life.
Honey, he doesn't love you.
How do you know about what he does or he doesn't do? nothing about me. Maybe I should go there before he gets back. Do you think he's going over there? Oh, my shoes.
Honey, you're not trying to go back to the Ryans.
Oh, God, I have to go back.
But there's no point. He'll just throw you out.
He's not gonna throw me out. I live there. I have a right to be there. I'm his wife.
A wife that he doesn't love.
Oh, no, you stop saying that. Can't you see? Things are a lot better. Everything was better until today. Until you had to go ruin it. I know. I'll get Maeve and Johnny to help. That's what I'm gonna do. And and if they don't want to help me, then I'll take little John away from them, and they'll never be able to see him again.
Unless Frank has you declared an unfit wife first.
Unfit mother and wife. Well, what about him and Jill? Oh, what am I gonna do? They take my baby away. This is all of your fault. You tricked me here. You tricked me here. You got me over here.
Honey, if anyone tricked you, it was Frank. Do you think that he really meant to go to Albany in the first place? You can't believe that, do you?
I don't know. But you knew he was suspicious. And you ruined everything, and you got me over here.
Honey, it's going to be all right.
No, it's not going to be all right. Don't do that to me. Oh, please. I'm going to be out on the street. And that's where you want me, isn't it? You want me right out there on the street.
No, Delia.
Get away from me. I'm going home now. I'm going to try to save my marriage. And don't you dare ever try to get in touch with me again.
Honey, I won't. I promise.
You promised me before.
But it's different this time. Honey, remember, I'll be here when you want me.
I don't want you, Roger. I want my husband.
We have to stop seeing each other. You know that, don't you? If we don't, we're just gonna make a mess out of all our lives. No, listen to me. Maybe if you didn't have the baby. But you see, it's so silly talking like that. Little John exists. Dee is his mother. And you have to try to make it work. And not because you owe it to them, but because it's what you really want. See, that's what I get for falling in love with a fine man. Frank, you'd never forgive yourself for leaving him. And you'd never forgive me for taking you away from him. Oh, don't look at me like that. Please don't look at me like that. I can't do this alone. I need your help. And if you don't help me, I really don't think that I can get through this by myself. Frank, it's not going to get any easier. Because I'm going to love you all my life.
Jill. Jill.
Seneca. This isn't the right road.
How can you tell?
Well, far be it from me to suggest that you made a wrong turn, Dr. Bolak, but I really have this feeling that we are lost. I don't recognize this.
One road through the potato fields of Long Island looks exactly like the other.
Not when you've been driving on them almost all your life. What's that?
What?
I don't know, it sounded funny. The engine?
Jill, just try to relax, okay?
You're telling me that you are in complete control of the situation, right?
Right.
Okay, then I believe you and I accept it.
Well, it's a refreshing change.
I think you're really gonna like the beach house.
Tell me about it.
Well, it's not so much the house itself as the feeling of the place. It really has a way of healing all wounds. And I think after a week in jail, the space of the ocean and the wind will really make you feel a lot better.
Thank you.
Seneca, was that a sign?
Billboard.
Oh. Anyway, I'm real pleased you accepted my invitation. Do you know that I haven't been out there since my dad died? He was so wonderful out there, Seneca. He was so relaxed, always at his best. Actually, all three of us were. Faith wasn't so afraid and timid, and Roger wasn't so compelled to get into trouble.
And you, how were you better?
Me? Oh, I was wonderfully relaxed and non-competitive.
You're kidding. The place must have miraculous qualities.
It does. You'll see.
Could use a miracle.
Seneca, try not to think about it.
It's really hard not to. I've been a doctor. I wanted to be one my whole life. County Medical Board tells me I can't practice. It's like they suddenly waved a magic wand. Zap, you're not there.
Seneca, listen.
Yeah, I hear it. It's all right.
Here.
Cross your fingers.
Okay. Well, pull the trunk up. You know what it is? Great. Is it serious?
It's a fan belt.
Oh.
How far back was that gas station?
Couple of miles.
We better go get a tow truck.
Oh, no. You go and I'll stay here, okay?
You sure you'll be all right?
Sure.
All right, make sure you lock all the windows and doors.
Right.
Actually, nobody will probably be by. I mean, it's been 3/4 of an hour since we've seen a car. Yeah. There you go, a little entertainment.
Thanks.
Be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for not saying I told you so.
Who, me? I wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah.
Frank. Oh, I wish you were here. Why'd you turn it off?
Because we don't need it. We make our own.
We do, don't we? Have you noticed that this car is floating?
Uh-huh. And the crickets are telling it to go faster so we can get to the beach house before that moon disappears behind that bank of clouds.
Oh, we'll make it.
Mm-hmm. Of course we will. What's the first thing you want to do when you get there?
Well, I want to take off my shoes, grab a couple of cans of beer and a blanket, and sit with you at the edge of the tidal pool.
With our feet in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And, what's the, second thing you like to do when you get there?
Well, I really hadn't thought that far.
I had.
Oh. Would it be this wonderful if I saw you every day?
Yes, it would.
I think so, too.
Nothing else means anything to me anymore. All the things I used to get real excited about. The campaigning. The possibility of being in Congress. What good does it do me if you're not there? The only time I feel alive is when I'm with you.
Frank, I get so lonely. Wake up at 4:30 in the morning and I think you're there and I turn over and you're not. And then I think, oh, what's the point?
The point is we have to see each other, and we will. We're gonna work it out, Jill. I don't know how yet, but I promise you we will. I can't live without you. I've tried. And I can't.
Secrets.
You knew Madison was pregnant with my child for months.
How many lies?
Did you make a deal with Scott, yes or no?
Can one marriage survive?
Please tell me that we can get past this.
No, Greenlight, we can't.
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
The cheese I make is the best part of Stouffer's lasagna.
Tomatoes I grow are the best part.
Can't have lasagna without cheese.
That's a perfect-looking tomato.
My cheese.
That's my whole grain!
Introducing new Stouffer's Farmer's Harvest, now with the goodness of whole grains. Find more ways to get to the table at letsfixdinner.com.
At eHarmony, we take the world and narrow it down for you to those singles with whom you share powerful compatibility. That helps you be more selective and more in control of the possibilities. Visit eHarmony today and review your compatible matches free.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I want $1 million. I want a helicopter to take me to the airport. And when I get there, I want a fully fueled plane waiting. And if my demands aren't met, I eat one of the hostages.
Did he say eat?
Yeah, you heard me. Eat.
Psst. I think he's gonna eat Gary.
And it's gonna be delicious.
This life together, that was all a lie. I thought Liam was my son.
But someone was coming in between them.
She caused our breakup.
This week, Natalie finds out the truth.
Mallory didn't have another man's baby. Chad Jones.
Oh my God.
Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Yeah, I'm sorry it took so long.
Oh, it didn't seem long.
It's gonna be a little bit longer. Tow truck was out on another call.
Oh, I see.
Listen, you want to stay here? You want to go back to the garage? There's not much there, but at least it's a change of scene.
No, I'm fine right here. I like it.
Okay. I was looking at you for a minute before I knocked. You had the saddest look on your face. What were you thinking about?
Oh, I was thinking about Frank.
Hi.
Oh, hello there, dear.
Where's everybody?
Well, didn't you see your father? He's downstairs.
Oh, yeah, he's there. But I meant Frank and Dee. They go out?
Well, as best as I can recall, I heard Frank say something about he was going to Albany.
Albany? What for?
I don't know, dear. I was half listening. Yeah, that's better. What you eating?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Your all-time favorite, right?
You want some?
No.
You all right?
Oh, yes, more or less. I was, thinking about, Seneca.
Oh, the medical society decision.
Yes.
That's gonna be rough on him.
So unfair. It's as hard on the hospital as it is on him. He's such a fine doctor.
Yeah. Well, I just hope he can find a way to deal with it. Oh, Bucky told me that Jill was picking Seneca up at the jail. Gonna take him out to the Coleridge Beach House.
Ah.
You think that Jill's interest might be a little more personal than just client-attorney?
I hope so.
You do?
Yeah, absolutely. They make a lovely couple.
Might just ease some of the pressure around here, too.
Might just do that.
No, I think If Frank knew that Jill was out of the question, he just might try a little harder around here.
Yes, dear.
Then Dee wouldn't have to be so nervous. It must be terrible for her. I mean, imagine living with somebody and always thinking he'd rather be with somebody else.
I know, I know. Darling, what's the matter? For heaven's sake, what happened?
Is Frank here?
No, dear, he's not here.
He went to Albany.
No, he didn't go to Albany. Maeve, help me, please. Help me.
Next, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Later, see who's stirring up trouble in Pine Valley on All My Children, only on SoapNet. People are talking about General Hospital's Sean Butler. Patricia Rich posted on Facebook, he is a good-looking bad boy with a good side. I'm really digging this one. Elizabeth Cross agrees. Oh yes, he is a sexy man. Suki Williams-Ellis adds, I trust my eyes when I look at him, and they like what they see. Judy McCoy says, good choice, GH. And Kathleen Hahn sums it up, so damn hot. People are talking about General Hospital, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
Welcome to Glad TV. Thanks, Skylar. Let's go to last night's highlights. Look what sometimes happens with the ordinary bag. It flips, bingo, falls in. Mom was mad. Mom should have used Glad Force Flex with a stretchable drawstring that grips the can and stays in place. Plus, it has the stretchable strength of Force Flex. That's all today for Glad TV. Don't get mad, get glad!
And try Glad Black Bags. Strong for tough jobs.
When's the last time you played Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo? Waved a magic wand? Or steamed up a room just fooling around? Nescafe Dolce Gusto. Its 15 bars of pressure lets you create luscious macchiatos, bold espressos, and refreshing iced cappuccinos. Nescafe Dolce Gusto. Play with your coffee. This spring, give someone you love the power to create all their coffee house favorites.
We have our own way of thinking. We think sustainability is nothing new. We think justice is older than any government. We think we can grow radishes on the moon. We think education is for the mind and the spirit. We think Indian.
Help tribal college students preserve their way of thinking.
Who's coming and who's going? SoapNet has the status update on your favorite stars. On General Hospital, Bruce Weitz is back as gangster Anthony Zaccara.
It's some turn of events.
On The Young and the Restless, Emily O'Brien is saying goodbye to Genoa City.
Another time?
Daytime favorite Tamara Braun is Taylor on Days of Our Lives.
Okay, I'll drink to that.
And on One Life to Live, Roger Howarth is back in Landview.
I have to be with my family.
Keep up with the latest status updates on SoapNet. Want more of your favorite soaps?
That's great.
Log on to abc.com/daytime. Watch current full episodes of All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life to Live.
Online critics love it.
Plus, get exclusive sneak peeks of what's coming up next.
Sounds like a thumbs up to me.
Connect with other fans to discuss what's on your mind.
I always want to hear what you have to say.
And check out the 101 galleries to get an intimate look at the history of your favorite characters.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
Find it all now at abc.com/daytime.
Oh, you gotta help me. I don't know what to do.
Yes. Come sit down, dear.
I ran all the way over here. I was afraid you weren't gonna let me in. I didn't know where I was gonna go.
What do you mean you didn't know where you were gonna go? What are you talking about?
Come on. Come sit down. There. Go sit. Now, don't you think that you better tell us the whole story, dear?
I can't. I'm too ashamed.
Dee, we can't help you unless we know what's happened.
I know. I know, Maeve. Don't take my baby away from me. Please, he's all I've got.
Hush, dear, hush.
Frank wouldn't listen to me. He wouldn't talk to me. He just walked out.
Walked out of where?
Roger's apartment.
Roger's apartment. What were you doing there?
Roger was blackmailing me. He was blackmailing me.
Blackmail?
What are you talking about?
He was forcing me to go to bed with him.
Oh, dear God, I don't believe what I'm hearing.
When Frank found you?
Frank wouldn't listen to me, and he wouldn't understand me, and Roger was forcing himself up. Maybe, do you believe me?
I don't know, dear.
Let me tell you what happened. See, one day I was walking, and it was very cold outside, and it was snowy, and I heard somebody yell out, "Delia!" And so I turned around, and Roger was there. You see, he was drunk, and he was crying, and he was talking about his father, and he wouldn't stop. And I got very scared because I thought, well, maybe he's going to walk across the street and get hit by a bus, you know? So I thought, well, maybe I better take him back to his place. And so I went back there, and we talked, and we talked, and then he offered me some Spanish brandy, you know, so we could get warm. And then he started making advances towards me.
Oh, Delia.
One minute he's sad, and then the next minute he's just forcing himself on me. I didn't want that to happen. Maeve, you know all I want is Frank. Now you know that. Pat, you know that.
Yeah, sure, I know that, but what does this have to do with him blackmailing you?
Roger said he was gonna tell everyone. It would be a terrible scandal.
No, there wouldn't have. It would have been your word against his, that's all. His credibility is about zero these days.
No, you see, somebody else saw us. Jill saw us.
Jill?
Yeah, she came by to pick up some things for Faith. And she walked in on us. If you don't believe me, why don't you just ask her?
Of all people, Jill.
No.
What did she say?
I went to see her. And she said she wouldn't tell because of Frank and the campaign.
Oh, that figures.
Yeah. She's really terrific, isn't she? She's really something else. Maybe Frank should have married her, then none of this would have happened
Stop
anyway.
that, Dee. Stop it. Frank married you because he loves you.
He's never gonna love me again. He'll never love me again. And he'll never forgive me, ever.
We don't know whether he will or he won't, dear.
May, talk to him. You ask him just to give me another chance. You know I've tried to be a good wife.
Roger knew Jill wouldn't tell, but he also knew she wouldn't lie if he could arrange for somebody to ask her a direct question.
Yeah, I guess someone like Frank. Maeve, please tell me that you believe me.
I can't, dear. I can't. It breaks my heart, but I can't.
I swear to you. I swear to you it's true.
You've lied to us so many times, again and again.
If you don't believe me, you ask Father McShane. I'll go ask Jill.
Dear, control yourself. There's nothing to be gained by having hysterics. I'm going downstairs and get your father.
Pat, you've always been my friend. I mean, you know me better than anybody else, don't you? I mean, you loved me once. Oh, look, I know I was bad, and I know I made a mistake, but everybody makes mistakes sometimes. Even Frank makes mistakes sometimes. Please. Please, Pat, just be my friend. Oh, Pat, I need you so